And what's up, everybody? Welcome to RK Leather and Turning. I'm your host, Roadkill, and trying to set this up for the one last setup while I'm doing this. And I'm your host. If you see this area right here is a little bit darker, all of your comments are going to show up in this area here, so I'll try to keep my movement and stuff over here. So today I'm going to do a demonstration. I'm waiting for some people to show up. Hopefully a bunch of people are going to show up, but I don't know. I may just do a real quick notify everybody that, hey, I'm live, to see who's going to show up. Looks like I have 3 viewers right now. I don't know. I'm learning a whole lot about this YouTube thing. But go ahead and let me know that you guys are watching. That's going to be a big help for me for getting stuff done. What the? Come on. Boom. Okay, so what's up, David? Welcome to, see, I got this cool thing right here. It's going to show up. Actually, the comments are going to show up until they get to down here, and then they're all going to stay down here. So I make the comments disappear after a minute, but I'll be able to see you guys' comments. So I need to just make a quick post and say that I'm live. That way everybody in Facebook land knows that I'm live over here. And see if I have a link to my page here. Boom. There we go. Post. So I just want to get that out there so everybody knows. Share to my story. Boom. Share to my page. Story. Boom. Share to my page. Live on YouTube. Publish. All right, so we are live, and looks like we have 2 or 3 people watching. The important thing is I'm just going to get the video rolling here. So today we're going to make a square platter. Right here's the piece of wood. So that's just one of those things that I want to be able to do for you guys, is to show you guys what we're doing here. So this is a just over a 9-inch piece of wood squared. Audio should be good, right? Do I have audio? Can you guys hear me okay? I did mute it for a second so I can cough. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. And I'll pull up your comments up there so I can see. So I did just have it muted for a second. Let me make sure it's working on all. Okay, so that's important. All the scenes are not set up the same, so you'll have to give me 1 second so I can add audio. Thank you, random person that wanted to let me know that I don't have audio on my other scenes. Setting this up is fun. If you miss one thing on it, you miss it on all of them, and that's what I did. So now it should be just fine here. And feel free, if you guys see something like that, feel free to make a comment. You know, hey man, no, your audio went out. I am on a wireless, and the mic could very well just die. So I do want to know if that goes out at any time. So. Okay, so let's check the audio on all of our scenes. So checking audio. Audio is working there, and audio is working there. Audio is working on that main screen. It's working on that screen, and it's working on that screen. So.
Favorite hole. Under no circumstances are you permitted to. Squirrel! Ever.
So cool. And this darkened area will be here only when I'm on this main scenes here. When I start switching around to different scenes, we will have, I do need to set up, I think I have audio set up on that last scene. And it is set up on that one. Yeah, so it's all good now. So the problem was, Hans, is when I went through all of my setup, I forgot to add the audio into it. So it's not going off the microphones. It's actually going off its own thing. So, all right. So we're about 10 minutes in, and I can't believe it's already been 10 minutes. So today I'm going to do a demonstration on how to forget your tools and make it so you don't have all of the stuff out. Darn it.
Master made me this collar. He is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel!
Okay, so I had to get out my big set of Turner's tools because today I'm actually going to use them. Normally I don't use this set when I'm doing my pens. I have a couple other ones that I do when I'm making the pens, but when I'm making a bowl, you got to pull out the big stuff, the big guns. So I do have the comments on the screen. I'll also have the comments on another screen here, and actually I'm going to start recording. I'm going to start recording the entire event right now. So give me 1 second. We're going to go to a round logo, and then I'm going to do a full intro again. So, because then I'll post the other one as a video. Stand by. Hey guys, welcome to RKLive YouTube channel, and today's demonstration, RKLive and turning, and today's demonstration we're going to do a square platter. So we're going to have a square platter that will be turning, and I'll go over how and what I'm doing while I'm turning this. So feel free to ask if I've ever turned a square platter, and I'm going to tell you no, I haven't. So this will be fun for me. and for you. Any of your comments are going to show up over here, and that's why this area right here is grayed out. These are going to be all of your comments, and you'll see them on the screens that I have selected for us to be watching. So, without further ado, I'm going to. Will that come off? I don't know if that comes off. Does that come off? Oh, I got to move that thing. I've never taken that off, so I didn't know if that actually would come off. I'm set up for, here's my tools. My lathe is here. I took the tailstock off so we can show from there. And I have a feeling I'm going to use a bigger tool rest than what I normally use. So I have that thing all ready to go. So I ran into a problem while doing this prep work. I figured I'd just throw some screws in and have it on this plate. So then I screwed the plate in, and I realized that this 9-inch by 9-inch platter is actually too big to fit on my lathe. I guess 12 by 21 isn't 12-inch height. I thought it was. So I'm gonna have to cut down these corners by probably about an inch all the way around, just to probably a ½ inch all the way around, just to give me that that extra piece. So take it off and mark the corners, and we will shoot over to the bandsaw and cut these corners off. So nothing too hard. Should be pretty easy, pretty basic to do. Where'd that thing come from? Maybe it'd be harder than I thought. So I'm just gonna cut the corners off. I'm gonna mark an inch in, and that's how I gotta do it. So I'll mark about an inch in, maybe a ½ inch in. ½ inch should give you it to me, and then I will clean the corner. So the bowl will have just a quick corner on it. So no big deal there, but I didn't plan on cutting the corners, so that's why this part isn't done yet. Really didn't want to have to mess with it like this, but of course, dropped my writing utensil, which just so happens to be one of my pens. Hey Ruth, welcome to the live demonstration. I'm gonna try to make all these corners about the same to make it a little bit easier for when I have to cut these corners off. And the wood does have a little bit of a bow, and I'll explain what I'm doing as I'm going along. I'm going to switch over to the lathe and over to the bandsaw. Okay. And I'm just going to try to cut, best of my ability, just cut that little corner right there off. So we'll see if this works. Okay, now I'm back. Okay, so there's I pushed mute to make it but thank you. I pushed mute to make it so it wasn't so loud over there, and I guess I just forgot. So I am going to tighten these screws up here so that way there's no chance of it to just decide to rotate off as a safety precaution. So, but thank you for noting that I didn't have sound. Still getting used to the new. So over on my Facebook page where I normally do this, I have a different button for mute, and I'm just trying to get used to this mute button, so that way I know which mute button I'm working with. So forgive me. And this is for this one's already sold. This one is actually for my sister, and yeah. I'm sure that's a preference for you too, right, Hans? Um, this one is for my sister, and but I do have a whole ton of pens and stuff that I can show off in a little while if this goes faster than I think. But I have a feeling this is gonna take a little bit longer than planned. So make sure I have all my tools. There it is. What we'll be doing is right. I need to make a spot for this here to mount on, and then it will expand out. So I'm going to make this as small as possible, and I need to make a hole in the back of this for this to expand out from. So this will expand, and that will hold my entire project for the rest of the time once I get it there. So I'm going to chip this down. I'm going to turn this down and make this a little bit smoother. I can move these up. So the platter will have a shallow hole, and I'm just going to turn these corners so they're all matching the same size. So that's the direction we're going right now. So that question right there, is that going to be mine? Yes, this is yours. Merry Christmas. I'm finally making your Christmas present. Then again, not completely my fault. This thing has been broke for a while. So, but yes, this is going to be yours right here. So, we'll start this off. Now with such a large item, you don't want to be running a high RPM because you don't want it to be breaking off. So we don't want a really high RPM here. And let's try this one here. That is why I told you to join in on this one. So this portion here, you can see why it's definitely moving the wind around in here. That's good. I guess I could turn my heater back on too, because I won't be turning on my vacuum for this. So if you look here, you can see that that it's these are the spots that are sticking out more. You can kind of see the curvature here. So I need to make all of this flat, then turn around, but I can make this even more in on the corners but I want to make this flat so I have a nice flat surface to work with first. So that's the direction I'm going with it first. Whew. So what we have is, and I'll show you the backside of this momentarily. You could sort of see from this view that this spot is not getting cut, and neither is this. So those are low points in this wood. This wood is curved like this. So we're trying to make the whole thing smoothed out and around, so that way, and all the way out to the edge. So all that chipping and stuff is coming out towards the edge. So what I am going to do for the fact that it's throwing stuff into my face, I'm going to throw on a face shield because I'm smart enough to be safety. So,
Favorite hole. Under no circumstances are you permitted to squirrel ever leave this hole.
So this tool is a good tool to use. You can see it's got this type of, oh, I don't have to yell, sorry. So this tool is a good tool to use. This is what it's using, but it will get dull. So the important thing is that you keep it sharp. So I do have my sander over here just to keep it sharp, but I have to pull the step-on power plug out so I can use it. Ha! That heater's hot. I know, it's supposed to be. And a sharp tool is, man, I forget that this thing's here. And a sharp tool is an important tool. So, yeah, there's still squirrels around here. Of course, there's going to be squirrels. Now, I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was a couple big chunks that flew off, and I'm going to stop and see where it was. So it's just this piece right here, that that flew off. So that'll happen every once in a while, and we just make sure that we just be careful of that. And that's one of the reasons I put the face shield on. But you can see it's starting to get a curve this way. And that's what I want. I want to start working this section here for a curve to go up. Once I indent this here, this is going to be the base right here, and then after that. So we'll start that base here in a second, and go from there. And let me know what you guys think is the best camera view. What do you guys like best for the view? So what I need to do is I need to measure the distance here. So we're going to go with 2 1/4 inches. I should be able to put it in there at 2 1/4. So I want to measure 2 1/4 from the inside, and from here out. So the 2 1/4 from here out, and that's where I'm going to make an indent, and I need to make the indent at least 3/8 deep. So that's what's coming next, is to measure that distance. So there's my center hole. So we went 2 1/4 out from that center hole. So right about there. No, not 2 1/4 from that center hole. Thank you, Hans, for jumping in there. He didn't actually say it yet, but I know he was thinking it. No, dum-dum, it's not 2 1/4, it's 1 1/8. So we'll go 1 1/8 here. This side has the 1/8. So go 1 1/8. So right about there's is where I need to be. So let's measure that hole. Just shy of 2 1/4. So that'll work. I'll just make it a little bit bigger than that. Sometimes you're going to think about the fact that I'm making a circle and not a square. I did turn down my speed, so let me reset my speed before I go back up. But I'm turning at about 700 RPMs. Between 600 and 700 RPM. I really don't need much faster than that, and I really don't want much faster than that with that big piece of you really don't want that much more on there. And feel free to comment. I am watching the comments. I'm switching back and forth between the number of cameras that we have sitting here. So, and still waiting to see which camera you guys like the best for view, because we do have a couple different views of cameras. So I do know that this guy actually is shaking, but it doesn't show that it's shaking. I guess a little bit you can tell, but so that one's shaking a little bit. That one is not. So we may just keep on that one here also. So you can see my line here, and I'm going to switch to a different tool and plunge cut on that line so we know where we're going to. So we're going to see how this looks real quick. See if this fits in here. And it does, with room to spare. So Ruth, let's see if I can catch it. How deep do I have to go? I have to go about that deep right there. I may have to go a little bit deeper, so I need to go this deep. So the depth from here to here is what I want. I want to make this thing sit flush against this. And it's almost flush, so I'm going to go a little bit deeper all the way around. But that's how deep I need to go. And then I'm going to make a little line wherever this is. And then I'm going to continue to taper this out while it's still attached on the other side. But I'm going to go just a little bit deeper than what I'm at. And we like these questions, so if we continue on with questions, I'm totally okay with questions. So yeah, we'll do that. No problem with the questions. Gonna try to get some more people to watch. All right, let's see if I went in deep enough with that. Oh yeah, that's deep enough there. If I can get more people watching, that's always a good thing, right? So what I'll do is I'll really crank down on this here. And that's how it will hold. But for now, I'm going to do a quick spin around this thing. So I know about where I'm going to make the plunge in there, because I'm going to plunge it there and then cut. I'll try to cut all of this stuff out another maybe ½ inch up, and then the platter will be, it'll just be a shallow-ish platter, maybe a little bit deeper than I planned, but we'll see what I come up with. So that's there. And if you guys are wondering what program I use to do my video editing, it's all on OBS project, so it's all open broadcaster software. And you guys can ask me questions anytime about it. I love talking about how the video editing works also. I mean, I'll help anybody. I do have a page just set up for helping people, but I know some don't have Facebook, so I'm always open to help people with projects like that. So not a big deal to me. So I'm going to set this main base up in between. This is my work area that I want to work. So I kind of want to be in the middle. I don't want to do all my work out at the edge. I want to do it right in the middle where the most of the support is. So that's why I'm setting it there. And I don't want to be more than, like, I don't want to fit a finger in there. So that's the distance I'll go here. But I am going to dig this one in a little bit and then work everything else out. So I can go to a bigger bowl gouge, because that's what I'm going to work with. Yeah, I'm glad I put my face shield on. I think I have 9 people watching. Go ahead and check in and say hi so I could see who's watching. I love the fact that there's more people watching. So Ruth, right now I am shaping the bottom side of the bowl. So I'm going to get rid of some of this material, because right here at this circle here that you can see here is, that'll be the base of the bowl. So that'll be the very bottom of the bowl. So that'll be the very bottom of the bowl. Hi, Mom. So you can see in this bowl here, that's the cut I just did. This is my first platter and my first square platter. I have done a bowl or two. I think I have a third bowl somewhere, maybe. Did I do 3 bowls, or did I just do 2 bowls? I think I did 3 bowls. I don't remember. So you can see here, the bottom, I don't want to, I got screws in here, so I don't want to. So what I did, I just cut this out, and now I took a distance out of here, and now I'm going to start taking away some of the material on the back side. So that's what I did there. There's 2 ways to do it. I can make this indent so that piece goes in and expands onto it and holds it. So you can see that's about what it did there. Or I can make it squeeze the piece, but I don't want the bowl to be sitting on something small like this. I want the bowl to have a bigger base, so that's why we're going with this style here. And if you look from the top, you can see that it's already starting to take shape a little bit, and that's where the bowl will just come up and sit right on this piece here. So I'm just digging away at the edge here, and starting, you can see I've dug in pretty deep here and here. So I'm starting to just pull away, and when I chip out enough of this, I'll come to the end and pull some of this cut away. But we'll continue on. As the whole place starts to shake. And I did hit my mute button, but I realized it before I did it, so I can turn it back on. And if you guys are on Facebook, go ahead and share this over to your Facebook page, and let's get some more people watching this, because this is actually, it's more fun when I have interaction. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Whew. Yeah, there's tons of shavings doing this, and it's chipping more and more. But you can see here, where it's starting to really take a shape. So I'm just trying to get these corners down, and every time it comes around, it catches, and then it catches, and then it catches. So if you think about it, it's turning at 700 RPM or so. That's a lot of catching. So I'm trying to go slow and not destroy myself or any of the other stuff. So that's the one way we're trying to do it. And I see why they make jackets that go all the way up to here, and I didn't pin this one closed. I still can. Maybe I'm going to pin this closed so I don't have to deal with that anymore. Yeah, it's going to have a real nice grain, and this is just the back side of it. So
Master made me this collar. He is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel!
This is just the back side of that grain, and that's going to look really good. So I'm going to real quick try to get some of this stuff off of me. It's underneath my underneath my shirt and everything else. So I do have a clip. I'm gonna zip this thing all the way up and do. Hopefully this finishes. Let's see, it's 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to leave here at 6:30 my time, so that'll be like 10:30. So hopefully I'm done by 10:30. But we'll see. Maybe I'll have to do a part 2, but I'm hoping not. Hoping to get this thing done. But let me grab this clip right here. My office had artwork from amazing, talented family. Just can't wait to display this. I just got floating shelves for my work. Ow. Let me check my mirror here so I can. That's 1. 2. Nice. There. That's going to stop the chips from flying up. Should have bought one of those shirts. Well, that's why I have this. The sleeves are short, so they're not going to get caught. And all of this, it just catches in the pockets. But that's no big deal there. So I'm going to sharpen this up a little bit, and then keep going. Because a sharp tool is a good tool. Oh yeah, a huge difference. Now it's just gliding along and cutting chunks off of it. Now it really wants to grab too. Yes, ma'am. I did just think about that. Ooh, sharp tool really is a good thing. Doesn't even look like it's hitting, but when you go to this angle, you can really see. So you can really see the curve on it now. We got a pretty consistent curve going. I think I'm going to curve the outside a little bit more. But I kind of like this. Maybe I'll go a little bit deeper through here and then curve this up a little bit more. But that's starting to look really good. show you how we're going to do that in a second. I'm just going to go a little bit deeper through here. Got a pocket full of chips here. All right, so that's about the angle that I'm hoping for. I think I'm going to turn from here out a little bit more. So I'm going to move my tool to be about the center of where I want to be. So that way it makes it a little bit easier. So that's why the tool is now here at the center. You can see that's what I'm going at here. This was a good idea. I like that idea. Still getting there, but so for that part, I did grab the longer tool so I can rest it here because there is spots that could be chipping and stuff. So that's one of the reasons I stuck it here. So I have it embrace it here while I'm turning. So that's why I went with a longer tool here. I'm good. Don't worry. But I did just peel this half up. So that makes a whole change in what I got to do. Now I got to turn this whole thing to that point right there. So that way I can get rid of that mistake. So now I'll come out to here and I'll chip it all the way down, and I'll have just more of a curve out here, making it a deeper curve on the inside. So that happens, and that's why we can do the things that we do with it. A little bit of a mistake. Actually, it wasn't a mistake. It was just a piece that just chopped off. So there's no putting that piece back. So that happens, and it's just something we deal with. So nice part is it's wood. Just change your plan a little bit. So plan is now to move this in about a ½ inch. Ooh, I'm going to have to go a lot deeper than I thought. That's right. So what we'll do is we will mark it here, because about right there is where I want to go. So now I got to go in from there and out to about there. So yeah, we'll dig it out. Oh, still got to go down more. I got to go down quite a bit. It's all right, we'll get it. Almost. So now I just want to go from here down. And what I'll do is I'll make it look like a step, and then curve it over. It's okay, because I can go all the way to the point of these still going down, so we're still got quite a bit. Ooh. Ah, come on. Stop breaking it. Tearing out. Which means I need to sharpen a little bit more, but almost got it down here. Let's go to this tool. Yep, so I almost got it up. So we'll come back out and we'll flare these out a little bit and clean them up, but gotta go just a little bit more. So I'm gonna mark that again so I know where I gotta go to, and I'm gonna move my tool rest in a little bit more to also. So that way I'm not clicking away at it, I can that would have been close. Ooh, so close. So right here, I just got a little bit more I gotta go in just to get rid of that spot, and then I will smooth this out and smooth this transition out. A lot of the sanding will work when I get to it, but I'll smooth it out prior to having to sand it, and then I won't have to do as much sanding and smoothing. So, all right, a little bit more from, that's not the tool I want, a little bit more from there and in, that'll work.
All of this just to get rid of the one spot that chipped away. Oh, so close here. You know what? One more spot, just barely, that I gotta get out. So that spot that I put my pen in. So we got 8 people watching. Go ahead and check in. We haven't had anybody check in a while, and I think I like that. Now I'm gonna just take the edges out the top. I think I like that. And then in the inside, I'll just pull some on the inside right here out. I feel like that's okay. Sure hope it's okay. Uh-oh. What's that from? What piece? I tore it from there. Darn it. And from there. I don't know what I'm going to do about that one. We'll see. But I do need to get this edge chipped down, so let me see if I have to. I don't want to lose that much of the platter. I like the square corners. We'll see what I can do about that. Whew. Okay. Chipped out that one a little bit. Oh, it's just that one. This may still work. Okay, so I need to clean that a little bit. It's really a cross grain that's really going to be an issue with that, but we'll see what we can sand out of that. But that's not too bad. Definitely need to reset this again. See what I did. Hold on. Did I break my camera? There it is. Okay.
Favorite hole. Under no circumstances are you permitted to. Squirrel!
Seems that the hit something, turned off a camera, and made a whole bunch of stuff go crazy. Anyway, if you look here, I did just gouge this corner, so we're going to try to go easy again. Again, I'm just working with 50% of the wood as this goes around. So no wood here, then it has wood, no wood, wood, no wood, wood. So it's trying not to lose the corner effect on it, but I keep cutting away. So we're going to try to sharpen this guy up and make sure that we're getting the best that we can get out of it. Amazing what a sharp tool will do. So that cleaned that one right up. Almost out of that spot that I chipped away, so I need to go a little bit further to get rid of this chip. And so you can see there's a little chip here, and I get a little bit of a rough gouge through here. So we'll get rid of that. Oh, still some here, but we'll figure I may not be able to get all that out. We'll sand it out now that I just did that, but alright, so just these two are my main concerns for now. I missed that spot. I can still see it. I'm just about out of that. So let me clean this up. Corners are getting kind of thinned out. So that will get thinned out even more as I go in from the other side to smooth it out. I'll try not to go much further into that, which means I may have to deal with this and just sand this out. But I do need to get this little spot out here. So and a little bit there. See if I can just do a smooth cut around that. Get rid of that and that. Yeah, that looks good for now. We're going to do a quick sand on this and just a rough sand on it. Try to get rid of some of the
rough spots in there, and then we'll switch over to the backside. Whew. The hand sanding is tough. If I was going to do more of these, I would definitely have a power sander. I've looked at a bunch of them, but I really haven't done any bowls. I've done 2 or 3 bowls, so it's not really been worth investing. So right now I'm going cross grain or against my round, so I can get any turn lines out of it before I go to the other side. So I'm just trying to get the back side done before I go any further. I forgot I had a brand new one of these too.
work on this. I still don't know what I'm going to do about this thing here. There's a little chip away right here, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. But there's so much stuff all over here. It's not even funny.
All right, well, thanks for joining me on this first half of the turning of a platter. Join me and watch for the video for the second half coming. And again, till next time, keep turning. Okay, guys, don't go anywhere. I just had to end that because that was a really long session. I'm going to start another one right now. Once I take this off, I'll put it back on the other side and I'll start recording again. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. I just wanted to, I've recorded that first part of it. So that whole first part was recorded. I still got time, so I'm going to continue on with this and keep going live. But I wanted to be able to record it and go to the next session. So now I'm going to, I'm satisfied with this. I'll have to do a little bit more sanding on it because I'm sanding against some of the grains. Some of the grains are going to be tough to go with. But all in all, it will work. So I just don't want to spend too much time on the sanding when I don't want to spend too much time on the sanding when I can go to the other side and continue to turn it. So that's where those comments came from. Just want to let you guys know I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I know it's 8:30 with you guys. Thanks for spending your Saturday evening with me, and those that spent their Friday evening with me, thank you also. So now the fun part, I got to take these screws out. Yes, it sits flat. So I take these screws out, and it's going to have to dig in deep. This is going to be the part where I'm really digging in, but I don't want to make a funnel. It's really easy to make a funnel with this, and I don't want to make a funnel. I want to make a bowl. So we'll see if I can not make a funnel with this. But once I take this off, there's no way to redo the back. So that's why I wanted to get the back done as much as possible, because now there's no place for that to attach. So that's why I wanted to get the back completely done before I jumped into the front. And if you were wondering how, so here's that hole right here, and we're going to set this guy right in here. There is sawdust everywhere. And I guess it's not sawdust. I guess it's turning dust everywhere. But I didn't want to run the the vacuum the whole time, so it doesn't bother me. All right, so make sure that's on. That's tight. So now I'll make sure it's tight again. And then we'll do an intro. Okay, that's tight.
That's tight. Let me run it for a second. What just fell? Oh, I need that for another project. Good. So we'll do I'll do another intro here, so that way it looks like I have a nice intro for the second video. If you guys are ready, I'm just going to go to my logo with no volume. I'm push record. I'll come back and I'll do the intro for the second video. Sneaky, huh? All right, here we go. All right, guys, welcome to RK Leather and Turning. This is part 2 of the turning a platter. It's a square platter. If you check out, I think I'll put a video, a link of it up here for part 1 of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe this channel, and go ahead and share this with any of your friends that think this is type of thing is cool. So earlier we finished the backside of the bowl, all done, all sanded down, and you can see here it's all sanded down, so it is going to be square. Now we're going to work on the front side of this, and we're going to see how far in we can go. The goal is to make the goal is definitely to make a hey, that camera's off. Why is that camera off? Why is that camera off? There we go. Let me make sure that camera looks good. I don't know why that camera's off. I guess I forgot to start it when I on the second view here. Okay, there it is. And there's okay. Okay, so back to what I was saying. We did finish up this bowl here. And the goal is to not make a funnel out of this, but actually make a bowl. So what I mean by a funnel is I don't want to cut in too deep where I turn around and cut through, and you put something in it, it just comes out the bottom. So I don't want a funnel. I want a bowl or a platter. So we're going to start this one up, and we'll see what we can do. And as always, we need to make sure we have safety first. So we have 5 people watching with us. We used to have 8 people, but I seem to have lost somebody on that last transition here. So I do want to dust this real quick so I can see what's going on. Because sorry about that. Probably should have taken some water before I started this session. But we will roll. And volume's back, and enter. There we go. And like I said, guys, welcome back to part 2 of the demonstration. See, it says it right there. That's what I got rid of. I ended up getting rid of the @ sign, and I forgot to put 2. Anyway, to part of the turning demonstration. This is the part 2 of the turning demonstration. I guess I just can't type. So this is the where we're going to definitely be gouging out the bowl a little bit and having some fun. So this should be I want to say quick and easy, but this should be. Oh, I'll put it over here. Ooh, fingers close there. I don't want to go too far past here. Oop, that ain't gonna work until I make it smooth. Alright, time to make this thing smooth. And if you guys are watching, feel free to, oh man, that's full of chips. Feel free to comment, say hi, like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends. Post it on Facebook if you want. I'm okay with that. Here we go. And I'll probably switch over to that camera for you. And it's a little bit off-centered, but we're going to see how we can do. Excuse me.
Man. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to share this over on Facebook so I have some more people watching. So stand by while I find the link and I go and share it on see if that link worked. I don't think that link worked, did it? I don't know if that link worked. We'll see if somebody messages me and says, hey, that link didn't work. Okay.
Favorite hole. Under no circumstances are you permitted to, squirrel, ever leave this hole.
And, oh, it doesn't tell me how many on this page. Hold on. Analytics, 6 people. So we got 6 people watching. Who's watching? Feel free to comment and say hi so I can see who's watching. It's fun just to know who's watching. I mean, you don't have to. All right, here we go. So I don't know if you can tell, maybe a little bit, but this is turning not true. So you can see my hand shaking there now. What's up, Christy? So I definitely need to reset this here, and I'm going to reset that here momentarily. Another person to say. So I could see it a little bit tight here and not tight here. So I'm going to loosen that up and try to reset how that's sitting. Just to see if I can get it to sit a little more true. Because I don't want to have the top of the bowl be off from the bottom of the bowl. It's not that it's going to be that noticeable even. But I don't want to. That should help it. Meant to be in a different view. Okay, so that's that should be set. Let me see how if it's wobbling still. Little bit, but not. See if I can figure out where.
that's going to be fine. We're going to leave it like that. That's not sharp now, is it? Seems I need to sharpen some more of my tools. So you can see I'm starting to cut away at it, and we'll start getting out more towards the edge here in a minute. I'm going to mark it because this still hasn't been touched in here, so I do need to go in a little bit more. So you see the dark spot. And again, you don't want to work all the way out here at this edge. It's much smarter if you're going to try to do this to move the center of it to here, and just to get a little bit left to go to get that all out. So we'll just move this out a little bit, spin it so it makes sure it doesn't hit. Doesn't. So now I'm mainly just going to work right in this area with that tool. Okay, It's getting there. Oh, I got a little bit more to go out here. And this, see this spot here? I don't know if you could tell. That's from it grabbing and chipping away real quick. So that's what I'm trying not to do. Definitely not trying to do that out here. Yeah, and again, this is about 9 inches. Nope, it's 9 inches square. So it's going to be more than 9 inches there. So that will look pretty good. Moving a little bit. You know what's going to be really satisfying is vacuuming this stuff up. That's going to look really cool. Take a second and sharpen everything because that will be important. Sharp tools is a really good thing when you're working like this. So let me get a little bit more out. A little more out right here, you can see. That I need, and here. I'm not a pencil maker, I'm a pen maker, so I have to use pen. So these two spots. It's not that noticeable when you turn it on, but after you get it going, you can sort of see it. Going down my shirt again. Flakes are coming up and just coming right down this inside of my shirt right here. Look at this. Ugh. Man. I'll have to wear a turtleneck next time I come in here and work like this. This is crazy. Let's see how I did. Yep, I'm through it. But now I want to go right at the edge of that. We'll see. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this right here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that little section there, but I'm going to come down in here a little bit, at least try, see what I can do. Yeah, so I'm going to come in a little bit more, then I'll have to just clean this up. I want to come down in here a little bit more. And that's working out very nicely. Nice sharp edge, but I don't know if I want the sharp edge. It's getting there. We'll figure this out one step at a time. It looks like one side's off of the other. So that's not that thick, and that is. That's not, and that is. So we'll figure out what's going on. Still pretty thick. That's good. I didn't think I was going to use this guy, but I'm going to just get rid of the center with this guy. Now it's just trying to figure out how deep, how far back to go. I don't think I'm going to go much deeper than that on the inside. So I can come out a little bit more, figure out what I'm going to do with this edge. Art is definitely a process. This is one of those things where I don't want to go too deep because I don't want to go into, now remember, inside the bowl was that much deeper. So I don't want to go cutting into that, but I don't want to leave it this thick. So I'm going to come out here and start taking away some from out here and still figure out what I'm going to do with here, here, and here. So these are the end grains. These are the side grains. So we'll see what I'm going to do with that. I feel like I can go a little bit deeper there, but I need to still come out the edge. Darn it. It's doing what I want to do, but I just caught that one. So it means I either got to sharpen up or not do so much of a... She's still sharp. But she's catching on me, so I need to be a little more careful and not to catch. But that's what I want to do. That's a little bit sharper than I want to do, so I will probably sand that one down or trim it down so it's bull nose on there instead of pointy. But now I got to go through and try to clean these marks up that I'm making. Let's try the other thing I need to do is get a little bit closer with this tool. Because the closer you are, the less chances it has to messing up.
Favorite hole. Under no circumstances are you permitted to squirrel ever leave this hole.
Adding another person to see if they'll come and watch. Hey, no problem. I missed your comment, but no problem. We will we'll keep going on this. Hopefully I don't mess it up, and we'll talk to you soon. So again, just trying to cut into here some without losing too much of the corners. But I do want to get this down a little bit more so it looks like I have, ooh, there's a lot of chipping on that one. But we'll clean that up and we'll keep going. Ah. It's getting thinner here, so that's good. We'll see if we can thin it out a little bit more. It's still thick here. Still have quite a bit of thickness, so I can still go down a little bit. I'm not going to go too much, but I don't want to lose this lip either, so I'm going to see how much I can go down. See if I can go down. If not, maybe I'll push this to the other side and see if I can come up a little bit. But keep trying. Getting there. How am I going to get this? I feel like I don't want to go too much more on this side. Do one more slow pass like I just did. Who's still watching? One of the most nerve-wracking parts is seeing how deep how deep I can go here. Because if I go too deep, then I break through the wood. On the back side, there's a hole like this. If I go too deep, I break through it. But if I stay too shallow, it just doesn't look right. So I almost got what I want on this side. I'm going to clean up this side real quick and come back to this side. Let me get rid of this middle thing. Hey, David's still here. I need to fix my rheostat over here. So I have to see is if I can put this plate on. I want to put this onto this side, so that way I can fix this back a little bit. So I'm going to play around with the back side of this bowl. Hopefully. And everything is covered in sawdust, probably including my insides. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to run the tool on the back side here so you can see what's going on. I'll leave the comment box up. This is kind of, I don't want to say it's sketchy, but I'm already done with the back. I just need to fix a little bit of it. So I think I'm actually going to have to go to that camera, so you can actually see. Yep. So yes, all of the sanding I did in part 1 is getting nicked off.
If hopefully, good. Okay, guys. I think we just lost internet briefly, and you didn't miss much. It was just off for a second. If you guys are still here with me, comment that you guys are still here with me. I think we lost internet briefly, so I think everything froze. I was just mentioning that I gouged right here, so I'm trying not to gouge, but I am trying to clean this up and bring this lip in a little bit tighter, so I don't have to sand it out, and then I'm gonna have to sand away the very edge of this. But I'm just cleaning up this backside here. Comment if you're still watching, so I know that you guys are still here. It says I got 6 people, but I'm not too sure that it's still 6 people. So Christy's still here. Cool. I'm going to continue. And I don't know, maybe I had a power surge here on island. I don't know what happened. See if I'm there. Man, there's a lot of dust. I'm almost there. Just want to still get a little bit of this out. So I still got to be out here.
I gotta chance it and clean a little bit of this lip off right here. I am down much lower than I was before, which is great, but I'm gonna need to go from the other side again and take a little bit more. But let me see if I can clean that edge up just a little bit more. Ah, darn it. What happens when you have a good sharp tool? Can't leave well enough alone, right? Isn't that what happens? Yep, I'm gonna have to fix that. I can't leave it. Darn it. Or maybe that's what happens when you have a dull tool. Oops, still gotta get rid of that one small spot. Darn it. Just don't know what to do about that. Let me fix that lip. Man, that's a nice deep one too. Sorry, I heard somebody crying out there. Let's go to this shot here so you can see what I'm doing here with this. If you guys need a different camera view, let me know. But I gotta try to get this little gouge out of there, so I gotta go a little bit deeper there. Ooh, that's hot. And it's out. So now I just need to clean up that little bit of a lip there now. Oh. And I turned it off center. Well, it's handmade. It's off center. I haven't seen my other sister on yet. Wonder where she is. Alright, well that works. That gives it a definitive edge. Shows that it's not centered. Now I'll go back to the other side. So you can see, give it a nice little lip there. I may try to chop into this a little bit more, but I think I'm going to leave it and just sand it smooth. Sand these out a little bit. I don't want to take a chance on lipping that because that's already pretty thin. Now I'm going to dig in a little bit more into here. Christy, if you're watching, you should send her a message and be like, hey, where are you at? Party's over here. Ooh, that would have been bad. Come on, a little bit further than that. Will do. Cool. Let me sharpen this baby up again. Ooh. Ah. Try to get rid of, oh man. I'm trying to get rid of this little defining ridge right here, and then I'll probably go into sanding. I don't want to go too deep here. Let's see how this lip looks. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I could probably go a little deeper, but I don't know if I want to take that chance. can I make real quick to show my depth? I'd say I could probably go another 1/4 of an inch on that. Rudimentary, dear Watson. Yeah, let her know. Let Jessica know where. I think that may be all I want to go in there. Now I gotta do some sanding on it. And sand some of the inside here. Try to get up as close as I can to the lip on both sides. Do some quick sanding and see what I can get done. Okay, about another 10 minutes or so, and then I'll have to see about wrapping this one up. Hey, what's up, Mark?
So you're coming right near the end of this. It's only been 3 hours and 15 minutes. That's about the amount of time I was thinking it was going to take. So not far off my count on what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, better late than never. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, it's almost done. I am going to try to round down these sharp points here, so I can make these work a little bit better. Not make them work better, but make them not so fragile. I may have to go with a part 3 on this one, because I do have to leave here in a little bit. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, it's a round platter. Is more so of what I'm trying to do. You should see this floor. I better leave some of it. I can make a nice picture with this. So it's going to be like a round platter. It is a lot of fun to make, but just takes a lot of time to do. Next time I'll buy there's a sanding disc about 2 inches round that goes on the end of a drill that will do all of this for me. So now what I'm trying to do here is get rid of my cut marks. So I'm going opposite of it turning. I don't know if you can see here. Let me see if I can switch it over to here. I can't really, well, a little bit. So you can see a little bit of the line right here. So what I'm trying to do is go across that. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it a little bit better. So I'm trying to go across that and to get rid of some of the lines. Show a little more of the grain. But not bad for my first platter. Yeah, see, you can really see the lines here. So I'm trying to get rid of some of these lines by sanding across the grain, across the turn. I got some work to do on the outside of this bowl, so I'll probably shut this down here, and then I'll post a part 3 for finishing the bowl, and do everything on the finishing of the bowl afterwards, just so I can get some more. I'll have some more content for it. If I finish it all here, I won't have any more content for a part 3. But this way I'll have content for a part 3. Oh, a little chip there. So if you were on for almost all of it, post up and let me know. I know this is a really long live. But I think it was fun. It was a first for me for a platter. And probably a first for me for being live for this long. If you want to support my work and support, let me go back to a different here. Yeah, I'm going to go to a part 3 on this because there's quite a bit of sanding. And maybe I'll just do a time lapse of it. Here we go. Missed the first hour. Great show, very interesting. Thank you. So for everybody that's just joining in, or it has stayed this long, here is the sort of finished product. I'm gonna go through and sand it some more. You can see there's a line right here where looks like I may have just gouged a little bit too deep, and gouged a little bit, so all the way around. And then the backside, you can see I gave it a nice crisp lip around it right before these things, but I'm gonna have to sand some of these down. Also, you can see here and here. So these are gonna have to get hand sanded, just trying to get rid of some of the gouge marks. Otherwise, this bowl portion looks pretty good. I'm not gonna take it off of here yet. Again, this is just meant to be like a platter. There's a very good chance I could go deeper here if I wanted to. But I really don't know if I want to go deeper. It feels like maybe a ½ inch, but I'm already deep here also. But it's just meant to sit on top, you know, and I don't want to mess up what I've done so far. So I got a little bit of lines through here. I may throw it back on and just try to straighten this bottom portion out. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to go to, I'm going to shut this down, and we'll have a part 3 for this. So everybody stand by. That's live. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. Watch for part 3. I'll post it up here, or I'll post it over here, or I'll post it over here. I don't know where I'm going to post it. So watch for part 3 of this. That'll be the finishing portion, inside and out. And I do have some I think I'm just gonna do some boiled linseed oil on it as the finish. So we'll see what I'm gonna do, but probably the boiled linseed. So everybody that's watching part 2, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe, like, hit that bell notification so you can be notified of when I upload this, the sanding portion of it. So guys, thank you very much, and keep turning. Everybody that's live, stand by. Okay, guys. What I did is I have the ability to record the session. So I recorded the first half of it. That was the backside and getting it prepped for this piece. I just finished up the front side, so I wanted to make that its separate video. So now I have to do the sanding. I got a little chip right here, whatever. But this way I was able to break it up into 2 different videos, and I will load them on the 2 separate videos later also. So you'll be able to see the video live, but you'll also be able to see it recorded with all the comments that come with it as recorded. So just some fun with it. I got to go to my name is Doug, and I just met you, and
Master made me this collar. He is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel!
so yeah. So watch for part 3. I don't think I'm gonna go live with part 3. I'm just gonna look at this. Watch this. I got shavings in my pocket. I'm not gonna go live with part 3. I'm just gonna start it up here, talk to myself. I'll act like you guys are commenting, and just talk to myself while I'm doing it. But I'm not gonna go live. I don't want to hang it there. There's a heater. There we go. So, yeah, I'm not going to go live with part 3, but I will finish it and upload it. I do have to take a few pictures, and I got some sanding on the back. So if I'm leaving it on here, I'm able to turn it on and do some sanding with it while it's spinning, so I can get rid of some of these spots that are also showing up on the backside. Feel free to like it, share it, like it a couple times. I don't know how if that works. Share it. We're gonna try to get the YouTube channel posting a little bit more often than not. I guess that white hat doesn't help with. There we go. I guess I don't like that. Just trying to get rid of the big glare up here. So we'll see how we can get this channel going more and have some more fun with it. But for now, make sure you like it, subscribe, hit the notification button. We got 7 people on. And tell me what you guys liked about it. If you liked having the different camera views, I have this camera view where we can have the comments showing up. It's a little bit dark, so the comments are showing up here. So I think that's kind of cool. The reason why they're not all the way up here is because after 1 minute they disappear. If you guys want the comments up there longer, I do have the 3 different camera views that we can have for with the conversation on there. I can get rid of the conversation. I have a zoomed in view here and a zoomed in view over here. So if that's something you guys want to have often, we can do that also. If you missed it right at the beginning, we did have a view with the lathe, the bandsaw, so I had to cut the corners off of these things, so we did have the view here. So if you guys are looking for, I'm looking for more information. What do you guys think? How do you guys like it? If everything worked, the cameras. I know a couple times I lost audio, but that's I turned it off. I have some hotkeys, so if I push like backspace, it turns off the audio, so I can cough and stuff like that. But guys, I appreciate everything. Thanks for the love and support. I'll show you some pens real quick, and then I will be out. Since we have 7 people, I've thought about doing some bidding over here on this channel. I don't know if it, I like having these comments show up and then disappear. So we may try to do some sales over here, but I don't know if that'll work. But I can tell you that we did get a bunch of pens made. So there will be a bunch of pens made. The top row is olive wood, 4 olive wood pencils, a Coco Bolo pencil, a black walnut pen, some credit card pens. I have 4 EDC click pens ready to go. I have an Apple pencil. I love my Apple pencil idea. So I have an Apple pencil ready to go. I do have some ice cream scoops. What I didn't pull out is I have 4 high-end rollerball pens that are available. So we do have the rollerball pens that are available also. So that's if I come over here, I think I have some really cool options because we can. You get the name, you get that comes up. It says awesome. We can work that out. So we may try to do some of the sales over here. I think that would be a cool way to do it. And see, I can keep the comments are up. I'll just have to turn this thing a little bit more because I seem to be walking into it. But I had it over here so we can see what was going on. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Definitely go over to the group, comment up if you guys want to make a post. Be like, hey, that was an awesome live. One more day before I count how many posts are made. And we'll make people jealous that they missed it. So, guys, thank you very much. I see 7 people watching. I have a feeling that Mark is watching, Dave is watching, Christy's watching. I don't know who the other 4 people are. I'd love for you to comment up and say hi so I can acknowledge that you're watching and so I can say thank you. So, comment up, and then I'm gonna get out of here because I have to. Yep. Somebody's coming right now, I think, to tell me, hey, we gotta go. So comment up real quick. I want to see who's watching. We got 7 people watching. Dave's watching. I figured he was. Thank you, Dave, for sticking around the whole time and watching. Who else is watching? Josiah, what's up, buddy? How you been? Thanks for watching. So the group. Let me type into the group and give you guys the location for the group, so you can join up the group over on Facebook. Oops. So if I hit my backspace button, it gets rid of the audio. Okay, now I'm back. Facebook.com/groups/RK. Oops, can't spell. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. There we go. Now we have that. And come to find out, my sister was watching. She watched the whole thing. But check out my group. It's at facebook.com/groups/RKLeather. Check it out and join the group. Head over there. Have some fun. We do a lot of sales on every Friday night. We go live. We do sales or chat or hangout. This was a special that I decided to do. I have a couple more bowl blanks, but I don't think I'm going to do them. I think I'm going to sell the bowl blanks when I sell the lathe in a couple months. So, yes, I am going to sell the lathe in a couple months, but that's just, I'll buy another one. I'll buy a new one when I get to the next location. I'm probably going to sell the baby lathe too, but I'm going to keep a lot of the tools. So, like these drawers here are full of pen supplies and stuff like that. I'm going to keep all that and keep some of the small tools, but I'll get rid of a lot of the stuff and just buy new when I get to the next location. Less for me to deal with. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed everything. Don't forget, my name is Doug. I just met you, and
Favorite hole. Under no circumstances are you permitted to squirrel ever leave.
I gotta remember which button I am so covered in dust. Now I gotta go. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep turning.